Hello everyone, it is Toby here, and the title of this video, and indeed the thumbnail, is the statement that rest days are a lie. They're a sham. You shouldn't do them. They are actively taking away from your gains. And a lot of you may be clicking on this video thinking that it is going to be clickbait. But no, I agree with this statement. I don't think that you should ever take a full day off of training or physical activity. And you'll see what I did there. You'll see that I am being a bit nuanced there, and I'm not saying that we should not take days off strength training. I'm saying we should not take full rest days when we're not doing any form of physical activity or physical training. And I'm going to go into exactly what I mean by that in this video, and why I think doing some form of physical training every single day is hugely beneficial, and in fact far more beneficial than having full days off of training to allow your body to recover. My name is Toby Lively. This is my channel. Every single Friday I talk about a given topic that I have some choice thoughts about. So if there is any topics you want me to go over, leave them in the comments below and they will make an appearance in a future Friday talk. But today's topic is whether rest days are a lie, are a sham, what you should do instead of rest days, and that is exactly what I'm going to dive into today. I'm really passionate about this. I myself don't take any full days off of training and haven't done in a long while, and I will explain exactly why I'm finding that super beneficial. So if you're new here, go down below, hit like and subscribe to the channel. We don't just talk about things, we also do things. There are training videos coming out every single week on this channel as well, so go and check those out. But without further ado, let's jump in to the topic of rest days being a lie. Now, I have gone over it slightly there in the intro, but rest days to me are the notion of taking a full day off of training to allow your body to recover and rejuvenate, ready for your next session of hard training. And this is what I disagree with. I do not think you should ever take a full day off of training, because that is teaching your body to be sedentary, that is teaching your body to be lethargic. And me, myself, whenever I take a full day off of training, I feel rotten, I feel rubbish, I don't like it, and then when I come to get in to my next workout, I'm feeling lethargic, and it takes me more to amp myself up and get back in it. Whether if I manage to stay training every single day, then I know that it's part of my routine, I know that that's what I come to expect, and it just works out for the better. Now, I do not think you should be training ridiculously hard every single day. You should be treating what were formerly rest days as some form of active recovery training day. So you're still getting in the gym, you're still doing something, but you're not pushing yourself to the extent as you do in your main sessions. And I'm going to go over exactly what it is I do to formulate these active recovery days, and why I think it's super beneficial to do these instead of taking a full rest day off of training. So, what is it that I do? Every single morning I will get up, and the first thing that I do is, well, go for a shit, but the second thing that I do every single morning is I go down, I grab a bottle of water, and I go in to the garage gym and I do some form of conditioning work, some form of cardiovascular work that is going to be improving my fitness and well-being. And this is every day, training day, rest day, regardless, it is every morning I do conditioning. And what I do is I pick 3 low effort movements, put them in a circuit, and do that circuit 3 to 5 times round with a minute rest between the circuits. So more recently I've been doing some empty log clean and presses, some kettlebell swings and some jump rope. That has been a fantastic circuit, and what I find is that the best way to perform these sorts of conditioning circuits is allow your cardiovascular system to be the limiting factor. If you make it too heavy in the circuits and your muscular endurance and your strength starts becoming the limiting factor, this is where it takes away from your main strength training goals. But if it is your cardiovascular system and your fitness that is the limiting factor, your muscles will never get to the point of atrophy that means it is going to be absolutely detrimental to your strength gains. So for me, this seems to be perfect. I pick a light enough weight on everything that I can blast through it fairly easily. The first round feels easy, but after the minute rest and going into the second, the third, the fourth round, I start puffing and puffing, and it's my cardiovascular system that is the limiting factor. And that is sort of how you want to be. And you'll see that I'm not saying you should train high strength, high effort, intense sessions every day. Obviously, that would be detrimental. That would be ridiculous. But if you're like me and you're doing strength training for strongman, your cardiovascular fitness is incredibly important. So if I stick to my main 4 heavy training days, I've still got 3 other days in the week where I am supposedly supposed to be resting. But if I manage to take those off of training completely and do nothing, that is almost half of the week I am spent doing no form of physical activity besides walking around outside, that sort of thing. So I like to get in every morning and get conditioning done, so that every day my body knows that we're going to be doing something physical. And I firmly believe, and I don't know any science about this, but this is completely just bro science in my head, if your body wakes up and knows to expect that you're doing something physical, it's going to recover in a way that's beneficial for doing something physical. If you wake up every morning and you're sedentary and you have to force your body to do something physical 4 times a week, where the other 3 times you do absolutely nothing, it's not going to be as well prepared as it is if you do something physical every day. Okay, so I know what you're thinking deep down. You clicked on this video because it says rest days are a lie, and you wanted to have the ability to do strength training every single day without it harming your performance. And all I've gone on so far is waffling about conditioning, which I know is not the answer you were looking for. But what if I was to tell you that I do strength training every single day, yet I can recover well enough to be hitting PBs in my main movements every single week? Is that something that you would be interested in? Well, if it is, I'm going to tell you my secret now, and you might not like it. So, I'm a strongman, I do strength training, and I do a 4-day-a-week split at the minute. I do squats, I do strict press, I do deadlift, and I do push press, which I'm doing with a log at the minute. Now, these are my 4 main training days, and these are the 4 days that most people would normally do. Now, that leaves me 3 days where I am not doing strength training, but I am. And the secret there is I do grip training. Now, before you click off the video with a massive sigh and being like, right, this is not what we signed up for, just because I do grip training doesn't mean you can't apply the same principles of why I do it on my rest days with other sort of training movements. So for me, those are my 4 main movers. Then I have 3 more days, and I have some muscle groups that I haven't targeted at all and that I don't really need to target for my strength training movements, namely my grip strength, my forearms, my hands. That is why I do grip training. I do loads of different implements, I just mess around with it, I have fun, but it means that I get in the gym at the same time as I do my main strength training movements, and I can get the same level of intensity and thought and brain power into training every single day, but I'm doing something less taxing. Grip is a fantastic and really fun little strength sport that I love doing. I just mess around with it, and I urge you to try if you haven't already, but it gives me something to train on my rest days that doesn't impact my other training. It's fantastic, I love it. But you could take that same principle and apply it to anything else. Say that you do strongman like me and your biceps are quite negated by the program. Well, perhaps on one of your rest days you could do a little arm circuit that's not going to take away much from your other stuff, but allows you to get in and get something done. Say there is a certain skill you want to learn, like a Turkish get-up or a Nordic curl or something like that. You can get in on one of your rest days and try that. Say you just enjoy grip training like me, or arm wrestling, or some other niche thing. You can get in and get it done on your non-training days while you're not taxing your quads, your hamstrings, your lower back, your upper back, your chest, your tri. You know what I mean? Like, there are all these little muscle groups that you can get away with taxing on your rest days without it impacting your other training, while allowing the rest of your other muscles to recover. And also, as I mentioned earlier, my bro science brain, getting some form of blood through muscles and some form of strength training or just training in general in every day has got to help your recovery in other areas. Because if your body knows that every day you're going to be doing something that is going to require your body to repair itself and repair your muscles, surely it is going to be better and more well equipped to repair those other areas while you're doing it, because it knows that you're going to come back and do it. Surely it must. I don't know the science, I'm not a scientist, but that is in my head what it is. So that is why I think rest days are a sham and they are a lie. You can get in training every single day if you want to. You just have to be smart with it. You can certainly do cardio every single day, and the more cardio, the better and more healthily you're going to live. So I'd highly recommend you do that, and it doesn't have to be just wandering on a treadmill or going for a run. You can set up a fun little circuit and do whatever you want, as long as you're getting your heart rate moving, your blood pumping, and it's not taxing your muscles. Cardio is really fun when you do it properly. And then of course, if you want to do some form of strength training across the rest of your rest days, then pick up something niche like grip training, an arm circuit, arm wrestling, or something that I've not even thought of in this video. But if grip training does sound like something interesting to you, and indeed my conditioning routines, then in the members only section of this channel, I do grip videos, I do a video on my conditioning, I do other waffling talking videos, I answer your questions. It is a fantastic place to get all of the extra content I don't necessarily post on this part of the channel. So go down below, hit join on the channel, and you can get one of two tiers. Stay in the loop gets you access to polls, communications, that sort of thing, and then member club gets you access to everything, all the videos, everything like that. So member club is the one you really want, to be honest, but it is the best way you guys can support the channel. But if you don't want to part with any money, which is completely fair enough, the best way you can support the channel is going down below, hitting subscribe, and letting me know in the comments below what you do on your rest/recovery days to stay active, keep fit, and not let yourself become sedentary. And hopefully this is somewhat of a new take on a rest day that you might have heard, and it might be a bit fun to try. Obviously, take it with a pinch of salt. You should still be recovering from your main movers. You shouldn't be pushing yourself ridiculously hard in these little sessions that are sort of filler between, but you can still push yourself reasonably hard and have a good time and still recover well enough for your main session. So let me know in the comments below what you think. I've been Toby. I hope you did enjoy watching. As I mentioned, leave a like down below, click subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.